Hey everyone, it's Aaron here today, and I decided to profile my new Toon deck profile for you guys. Now, before I get into the deck profile, just gotta remind for those of you that haven't been on this channel, um, my Yu-Gi-Oh card decks are usually meant to be for a more casual play. You can make it more competitive if you have a larger budget, but this is more of for casual play. So it's going to be kind of different from what the usual uploads are. So here goes. So first one's an optional card. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Uh, I just put it in because of nostalgia. You can probably take it out for like another Toon Dark Magician Girl or something. Um, yeah, that's probably the biggest monster. Another tribute, second tribute is Toon Dark Magician Girl. I've seen some people run two of these. I've seen some people run three of these. I'm pretty sure that once Toon Cyber Dragon comes out, everyone's going to use that instead of Toon Dark Magician Girl. So if you want to make the deck more competitive, you can run these tributes like these guys, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Toon Dark Magician Girl, or yeah, if you want to get more competitive, you don't even have to run the tributes at all, or just run Toon Cyber Dragon when it comes out. Third tribute I run because it's a Toon version of Summon Skull and just brings back memories. That's funny too. So Toon Summon Skull. I'll also like to let you know that Toon Dark Magician Girl is the only. I think, don't quote me on it. I think she's the only Toon that could attack right away. So, but this build's gonna just letting you know, this build's gonna be different again. Kind of different from what I've seen online. Just bear with me. It's gonna be kind of weird, kind of funky, kind of interesting. So, uh, these are all the non-tributes. So I run two Toon Goblin Attack Force. The way I run this deck, you could even put in three. I'll show you later what I'm talking about. But it's a great beat stick and great card to use overall. Well, to me at least, the way that I play it. And then Toon Gemini Elf. Some people run two. I like to run three because she gets the discard effect. And sometimes I use effect negation cards. I'll show it to you with like these 5 cards. These are the main attackers. With the effect negation, it's pretty fun. Let's see. Last Toon I use is Toon Cannon Soldier. Now again, this is for more casual play. It's not as competitive. The most competitive Toon deck could probably win locals or even regionals. But I just put in Toon Cannon Soldier because I used to have a regular Cannon Soldier and I thought it looked kind of funny. So I just put it in for fun. I mean, you don't have to run this. You can use Mask Sorcerer. But the way I run this deck right now, Mask Sorcerer isn't that great because it negates a lot of effects. So I mean, you could still run Mask Sorcerer at 1, 2, or 3. And take this out, take some of the tributes out. So now this is where the deck gets a bit different. I've seen a deck profile with this card in it for Toons a while back, but I play a Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit helped me get 3 of the normal monsters, which are going to be 3 baby dragons. Now, this is not competitive. This is not competitive at all, really. But I just put it in just for fun, because Baby Dragon's pretty funny. And my friends always make jokes about Baby Dragon and Time Wizard, and flipping a coin is like everything blows up and it turns into 1,000 dragons. So, great card. It's great for contacting out this and then putting 2 Xene into Acid Golem. So, if you want some nostalgia, want some fun, run the Baby Dragons, run the Logins, run whatever normal 4 Vorse Raider Gemini Elf stuff you want. Onto the spells. Oh yeah, that's by the way, that's like 12 or 13 monsters depending on how many tributes you want to, or 2 monsters you want to run. So the spells or magics, depending on how old you are. There's 3 Toon Table contents. Enough said. Toon World. I don't have Toon Kingdom. It's a bit out of my budget, but yeah, if you want to run Toon Kingdom, you want to make it a lot more competitive, please run Toon Kingdom over this. Run Toon Kingdom any day over this. Here's my 3rd Toon World because I used to have a lot of Japanese cards, and this just reminds me of old times. So I like the alternate art too. Like this is from the Pegasus starter. This is from the Pegasus, the Japanese Pegasus structure. This one came out around a little bit before the Pegasus starter deck in English came out. So it's pretty fun. Well, at least I think it is. It's pretty fun. You can also see like the old text. It's has the spacing is a little different. Next, it's near staple nowadays. The only new cards right now, the only new Toon support cards I think that you really need to make it competitive is pretty much Comic Hand or Toon Kingdom. Comic Hand and Toon Kingdom. I think Mimicat is. I tried it on the whatever the computer program is, like Dev Pro or whatever. It's Mimikat's not that. It's kind of situational. Like depends on what cards your opponent has. That's why I don't run it. Plus, it's really expensive for me, so I can't. I don't want to spend that much money on one card. So I'm more of a budget player, more casual. Just letting you know. So sometimes I find that 3 can get kind of cloggy. So you can try to run 2 and then run like MST or another Dark Hole or whatever you want. But I just run 3 because it's funny. Again, Shadow Toon, one Shadow Toon, one Toon rollback. I'm just putting as many new Toon cards into it as possible because I play with my friends for fun. So it's kind of funny. This burn damage, this extra attack damage. Pot of Duality, you can run 2 or 3 of these, depending on your build. Dark Hole, self-explanatory. Now this is the more interesting thing. I've seen people run like 1 of this in their locals or regional deck profile, but I like to run 3 because it works really well with how I play. And I play 3 Forbidden Chalice. So how this works, you probably figured out by now. Like, since a lot of Toon monsters, they can't attack the same time that they're summoned, like for instance Toon Gemini Elf. So if you negate her effects, you don't get a discard if you do damage to them, but they do gain 400 attack. So you'd be attacking with the Toon Gemini Elf of 2300 right off the bat. You just summon it and attack. And it's even better if you have like trap or spell negation effects while you're attacking, like trap stun or whatever. I'll explain that a little later. Also, same thing for Goblin Attack Force. You turn this thing goes into defense mode once it attacks, after it attacks. But if you have Forbidden Chalice, you turn this pretty much into a 2700 killer, and it doesn't go into defense mode. It just stays there. It's pretty funny. So like if we could use 3 skill drain, I'd totally use that over these 3. But for now, I'll be using Forbidden Lance. Yeah, it's still a good card. It's a good offensive card. It's a good defense card. It could stop your opponent's monster effects too. It's kind of underrated right now. I mean, I know people use it in tournaments, but they don't use this as much as Effect Veiler, because I know Effect Veiler is better. But anyways, oh yeah, these are. So those are all the spells. Onto the traps. You don't need to run these. I tried it before on the Dev Pro. It's okay. You know, Toon Mask can help you do a free summon. Toon Briefcase, it can really wreck your opponent if they're running into your Toon monster, and then you have a Toon monster and you just flip this up and it goes back into the extra deck or whatever. But sometimes it gets kind of cloggy. It's kind of the same thing as like Shadow Toons, kind of the same thing as Toon Rollback. They get kind of cloggy, but I'm playing it more casual, so it's for fun, you know. Plus, like when you say a baby dragon in Toon deck, you know something's up. you know something's up. Staples, Torrential, Bottomless Compulse. I don't run Solemn Warning because in this build I have 3 Toon rolls. I'm paying like 3,000 life, like 1,000 life for each Toon roll. Plus I have a skill drain, so that's another 1,000. That's like half my life. So I don't run Solemn Warning because of that. Plus, like skill drain, this is like one of the main like screw your opponent over cards in this deck. This card is so good. That's why I don't really need Mask Sorcerer in this kind of build, because like this kind of effect negation build is primarily to like just beat down your opponent. This is like a really old school kind of build. I'm more of an old school player, if you don't know already by my previous deck profiles or previous openings or whatever. So skill drain is a great card. If I can run 3 of these, I would. But because of Cleave Forts, because of the meta, fail. Another one, roll to create more trap, monster negation, dark bribe, seven-tools bandit. You can run 3 trap stuns in place of these. I just use a dark bribe. Maybe you can even run like 2 or 3 to protect your Toon Kingdom / Toon World. Seven-tools bandit's another 1,000. I know it's getting like a lot of hefty life point ping, so you don't need to run this. You can run trap stun, like 2 trap stuns in place of these, and then maybe like another dark bribe, including the first one. Because Royal Decree can really it can stop your own skill drain. It can stop your compulsor bottomless or whatever. So I think Trapston's a little better. I just got it because it's like $1, so whatevs. Last 3 traps, Reckless Greed for more draw power, self-explanatory. And yeah, that should be 40 cards. If you include the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, that's 41. Again, you don't need to run the tribute monsters. Again, like, you don't need to build how I kind of build it. If you run Toon Kingdom and you like to run Mask Sorcerer and you don't want to run the Forbidden Chalices with the Gemini Elf, the Toon Goblin type, you don't need it. But it's just my style of playing. I just like the old school, like, beat them down with skill drain, kind of like with like Fusilier, that level 8 dragon. I just like beating down, just for fun. And then you can use like MST as like a side deck, or you can run like Manny's. If you want this to be a pretty competitive deck, just take out the Toon rollbacks, take out all those trap cards like Royal Decree and 7 Tools and was it like Baby Dragons and all that shenanigan cards. Throw in like all the anti-meta cards you can think of. Throw in like Defissure, throw in Macro Cosmos, throw in 3 lose 1 turns, vanities, emptiness, all that continuous floodgate stuff, and it'll run pretty well because like you don't need to special summon that much with these kinds of cards. Toon Goblin Tech Force, Toon Gemini Elf. So I hope this was a fun deck profile for you guys. Ran a little longer than I expected, 12 minutes, but yeah, I hope you had fun. Have fun with the Baby Dragon if you want to try it. If you don't want to try it, that's fine. You know, it's for fun. It's for semi-competitive play too. You could try that out at locals and see how you do. Probably not that well, but like if you have all the anti-meta cards like Banisher of the Radiance and like what is that, Fossil Dyna, Macrocosmos, Lose One Turn, I think you'll do a bit better than this build. So yeah, just try this out. If you want to make it more competitive, take out the fun cards, put in the more serious cards, like bring out big Gundams, big boy cannons, barrel dragons. So yeah, hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed the deck profile, and tomorrow I'm gonna go on a Yu-Gi-Oh video upload spree. So you guys watch out. All right, see you guys. Bye.